Today, I'd like to share with you some insights about psychosomatic conditions. Psychosomatic conditions, also known as mind-body symptoms. These are physical manifestations triggered by our psychological state and emotions because their roots lie in our mental landscape rather than in the body itself. Relying solely on medication often fails to truly heal these physical discomforts. Psychosomatic conditions are closely linked to emotional stress. They can emerge after sudden life disruptions, like the shock of losing a job, financial bankruptcy, the pain of divorce, the appearance of a third person in a relationship, or the grief of losing a loved one, or perhaps from living in a constant state of tension, feeling wronged and helpless, bearing enormous pressure, struggling in an unfulfilling work environment, or feeling exhausted in emotional relationships. All of these can overwhelm our bodies, making them vulnerable to various issues, especially when we have high expectations, when we're extremely demanding of ourselves, when we possess a strong competitive spirit. Once we encounter setbacks and failures, our bodies often send us warning signals. The symptoms of psychosomatic conditions are diverse. They typically appear in the most vulnerable parts of our bodies. It might be the distress of headaches, or the frustration of insomnia, the discomfort of back and waist pain, the suffering of gastrointestinal inflammation, the irritation of skin problems, the pressure of high blood pressure, the alarming pain in the heart, even temporary loss of balance or sudden loss of voice. Let me share a personal experience. One morning 5 years ago, I woke up with severe pain in my lower back. I could barely move. It took me a full 10 minutes just to get out of bed. At that moment, I felt both frightened and reflective, but I'm grateful for that bodily warning. It reminded me to pay more attention to my health from then on, to listen carefully each day to the messages my body sends. Additionally, I once met a woman who had lost her father years ago. Her father had passed away due to internal bleeding. This woman was filled with deep guilt. She felt she hadn't taken proper care of her father. She believed she was responsible for his death. From that moment, her subconscious began to punish her. She experienced severe physical imbalance, frequently suffering from internal bleeding symptoms. In reality, there was nothing physically wrong with her body, but because of her feelings of guilt, her body began to manifest internal bleeding symptoms. Because she felt her father had suffered, she wouldn't allow herself to feel happiness or joy. At the same time, through these internal bleeding symptoms, she established an emotional connection with her departed father, expressing her loyalty and love for him. Later, after going through an emotional transformation process, her symptoms improved significantly. I've deeply realized that essentially all illnesses are illnesses of the mind. Disease originates in the mind, and it can be transformed by the mind as well. So when our bodies feel discomfort, we can give ourselves an opportunity to quietly ask ourselves, what is this physical discomfort trying to tell me? Are there issues with my inner emotions? Let's continue sharing more tomorrow.